The Niagara South Coast experience goes way beyond our beaches and activities. Our lighthouses are an experience in themselves. Protecting communities with breakwalls and protecting sailors who got caught in awful storms in Lake Erie, their lives were saved. Lake Erie still had a great number of shipwrecks in its history. I guess you could say that Niagara South Coast lighthouses are unique. Many people who are beginning to visit these lighthouses on Lake Erie and Port Colborne. They sit at the head of the Welland Canal, and that in itself is a miracle. The Point Abino lighthouse is a remarkable lighthouse as well. It was built in 1917 for a very good reason. It is built out on a reef. Some sailors died in the storm just off Abino. It's been saved for future generations by the city of Fort Erie by being declared a heritage site. This is a lighthouse that people should see when they're here. They would be awed by how you can create such a beautiful building with cement in 1917. When people come to Niagara South Coast in the summer, they can experience an event that we call Canal Days. What's being celebrated is just about everything related to the seas. We have two lighthouses there that most people haven't learned about because they sit offshore about a half a mile. And we have organized a group to transport people by boat to these lighthouses, and they find them a wonderful experience. Even the lighthouse specialists from around the world come and visit and say, this is unique what you have here. What a unique thing that they built there, and that is a tunnel. It runs from one lighthouse to the other lighthouse, and that's a half a mile further out into the lake. That will become of interest to tourists to walk through that tunnel to see if they're brave enough to do it. And I'm sure most of them will, because it'll be very safe. And issue them a diploma that says, I survived the tunnel in Port Colborne at the lighthouses. Niagara's South Coast lighthouses have a ghost who has spoken to some visitors. He was called the powder monkey because he was the one who was in charge of dynamite, and the new substance they had was nitroglycerin. He rode to the dynamite shack, and there was an awful explosion that occurred. I was in the second lighthouse in Port Colborne with a group of people, and a woman said, someone just spoke to me. I heard a voice, and I said, a voice? Out here, there's lots of voices. No. She says, I hear another voice. I said, well, what's it say? She said, bury me.